Hello, I hope everybody's doing well. Okay, cool it, guys. Jeez, this band. You can't find a good band around here, for crying out loud. Hope everybody's doing well. Coolie Slide. Hi. Hi, Brad. Jimmy Rolfe. Hi, Jimmy Rolfe. I'm compressing the crap out of this tonight. Hopefully we'll get a good sound. We'll see. Jimmy Rolfe, yes. And Larry, hello from Michigan. Thank you for joining us. And Flip K. Patrick Evans, looks and sounds like you're playing. It's golden. Yes, I'm playing my Golden Eagle tonight. You know what I was thinking? I opened this up to get it out, and I thought, wow, praise God. This thing is beautiful. There's nothing better than opening up a bitchin' ass guitar and thinking, wow, this is really, really cool. And so I'm really happy to have this, just to have it, for crying out loud. So anyway, but the other one was my Eagle Classic. Hasn't been in the case for a long time, and I felt like it needed to be humidified, so I put it in there. This has been in the case being humidified, and so I stuck it in there, even though my area isn't as dry as a lot of places. Okay, Richard, what a nice guitar. Yes, Phil. Hello, everyone. Phil. So anyway, wow. Let's see, where are we going to start? Let me play another tune. By the way, that song was called Relaxin at Camarillo. And my grandson, Kane, is here because I'm going to need another half a glass of wine to get through this tonight. Anyway, get your favorite beverage. Okay, don't overdo it, but don't underdo it. So, Relaxin at Camarillo, which is, Camarillo was a mental institution in Camarillo, California, which was right next door to Newbury Park, where I lived. So here's a lesson on that song. It's a Charlie Parker head, and it's a cool tune. Howard Roberts has got a beautiful rendition of that, an early recording of Howard Roberts. So you might check that out. So Camarillo State Hospital. Now, my wife, Gail, when she was growing up, here's Camarillo State Hospital. Here's her housing tract. And you had to go up this big grade and all that. I mean, it's quite a mile, 5, 6, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 miles away. Had to go up this big grade. It was in a canyon and all this. And then you got to her housing tract. And every once in a while, somebody would get out. And they would come on over and knock on the door and just say, hey, I don't know what they'd say. But I right now live next door to a state hospital for the criminally insane. and I've already picked out my room. I'm hoping to get a room with a view there. Got my name on the list. Now that they haven't had anybody escape that place in 29 years. And that's a good thing. But what I was going to say about Camarillo now, Camarillo State Hospital is no longer, I think they closed it during the Reagan era, and Reagan got rid of the mental institutions for some reason. But they turned it into a college, and as fate would have it, a lot of the patients ended up being the professors. So that's a great, what a switch. Anyway, Andrew, nice to see you. Good evening. You have competition for an East Coast audience tonight from Oprah. Oh,
that's on CBS. That's our big Oprah and Meghan, Harry and Meghan.
The royal prince and Oprah. Mm-hmm. I'm on the edge of my seat. I got to see that. Anyway, Joe Pass has a nice rendition of Relaxin as well on the live Oshie's album with John Pisano. Oh, wow. That's cool. My stepson works at a state hospital for the criminally insane as well. Oh, that's good. There's Wes. Speaking of criminally insane. Jim Rolfe, I had a gig at the Camarillo Hospital in 1966 with my first TO band. We may have donated our time, so it wasn't really a gig. It was a bit scary. I think it was 14 or 15. I ran out of gas there when I was a kid on my Honda. I had a Honda 55 trail bike. And so I was like 13, and you're not supposed to drive on the roads. You could drive on the trails, but you got to have a license to drive on the road. But anyway, me and my friends used to do that, drive on the roads. And we went down there, and lo and behold, we ran out of gas there. And luckily, there was somebody in a pickup truck that took us back. Otherwise, we would have had to stay there, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so there's Relaxin at Camarillo. Okay, now what? Let's see. Let me play a tune. Speaking of nuts, here's a nice song from Elton John. I mean, I love Elton John, but not the way you think. So goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Mother, excuse me, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's see, we got some comments here. A little get together, Robin. We had a wonderful night having dinner with you that one time. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, gosh, we lived in the same town for how long? And we never got together, for crying out loud. You know, I think, how come we didn't have you guys over and stuff? You know, you gotta reach out to your friends, don't you? Yes. All right. Thank you. Kane, my little grandson here is here. He ain't so little though.
You have like 4 small grandsons.
I have 4 smaller ones. Yeah. Well, I'm talking mental. Great sounding guitar. Yes. You know what? This has a Schaller. Actually, it's HRW, a Rendell Wall pickup. He takes the Schaller pickups and he does something to them. But you notice, do you see how I have that tilted? Can you see how it's tilted? Tilted as close to this end of the fretboard as you possibly can get. That's one of the reasons it's got a great sound. But you've got to have a beautiful box. Okay, just listen to Stella by Starlight. Knock the hell out of it. I'd love to play the intro to that tune. Huh. Yeah. You know where that tune was from? It was from a movie called The Haunting, which is a scary movie back in the 50s. Can't wait to get your quilter. Yes, Brad bought a quilter from me. And can't wait till you get it. So Quilter has come out with a new amplifier, and I got it a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't even turned it on yet. And it doesn't look to me as much as a jazz amp as just a good rock and roll amp. So we'll check it out. I think the 8-inch speaker of the Micro Pro 200 is the way to go. And that's this puppy right here. That's all you need. You got a nice balanced sound. It's not too bass heavy, and it's a great way to go. There it is right there. You saw it first. The Quilter, call me if you want one. I'll work you a deal. Oh, such a deal. And they weigh 21 pounds. The 8-inch speaker is a smaller speaker, and you get that, right? But it's got a wider dispersion pattern. The bigger the speaker, the more narrow the dispersion pattern is. So remember that. You know, when you remember the Bose speakers when they had all those little 4-inch speakers? Same kind of principle. The smaller the speaker, the wider the wider the dispersion pattern. So that's one of the beautiful things about the Quilter amplifiers. Plus, Pat Quilter is basically the Ted Green of amplifiers. You go to his house, it's about the same. You know, he's got every imaginable recording and amplifying device that has ever been created. You play in the spring. And so he's quite a genius. And if you open up this amp and look inside, you're going to say, geez, I want my money back. There's nothing there. I swear to God, it's alien technology. And so I think, I don't know what kind of guitars that the aliens play, but this is certainly the amp. Oh, look at, thank you, Gail, for that Stella by Starlight from the 1944 movie, The Uninvited. And that was with Ray Milland, isn't it? I believe so. So I've got my son, Wes, working the camera and stuff. My wife, Gail, is up there posting stuff. There's Wes. Peace, Wes. By the way, we're going to get some guy. People have said, why don't you get a tip jar?
Well, we have it. There's a link at the bottom.
There's a link at the bottom for a tip jar. Now, the tip doesn't go to me. I got enough tips. I don't need no tips. It goes to my son. He's been driving up here for weeks now. And there it is right there. So if you could just, if you put a tip in, you get a $5 coupon from Guitar College. So you if you put $5 or more. And so that would be great. And you don't feel like you have to. If you purchase my lessons and all that stuff, that's plenty. Okay. So for me, but I would like to compensate Wes, and I'm too cheap to pay him, because I mean, I grow your own help. I think that's the way to do it. Grow your own help. Remember that. Okay, so let's do a little lesson real quick, shall we? Well, wait a minute. Debbie Daly. Debbie Daly says, hi, Rich. Hi, Debbie Daly. Thank you for joining us. Dave Diaz. Rockin' Dave Diaz from Thousand Oaks. Thank you. A tasty rendition of Elton's favorite song. And I agree. That song is a fantastic song. Harmonically, it's one that we actually studied in my music theory class. And it's example of modal interchange. Eddie Tip gets a $5 off code for 99-cent Guitar College. Get it right now. Hot off the press. So we're going through a lot of changes with those websites and stuff. It's everything. I used to think things take twice as long as you expect it to. I'm at the point now everything is 5 times longer, and it's getting more like 8. So I don't know. But let's get into a chord lick, shall we? Let's get in. Let's do our chord corner, okay, everybody? This is chord lick number 7. And basically it's a 5-to-1 progression in the key of F. And it kind of looks like this. Let me play it for you. So the 5 chord is C. See how right off the top of my head. 5 of F is C. I think I knew that when I was 3. But then here's what we're going to do with it. We're going to proceed it with a half step higher. And then proceed it with a half step higher in a different inversion. And then proceed it with a half step higher. And then so I get something like this in a swing tempo, 3, 4. I'm going to throw a D7 in there, take it as a turnaround. So even though it's a 2-5-1 change, right? We're going 2-5-1. But I'm not playing the 2, okay? As a matter of fact, this D flat 13th is a substitution for G7. So, and this chord here, and this F major 7, by the way, this G flat 13 is a flat 5 substitution of C, right? So. Okay. So, you can mess around. You can do whatever you want with that. This is America. You can do whatever you want, and you can probably get a grant for it if you complain enough. Okay. So that's just an idea of a descending line going through chord changes of just D flat to C, D flat to C, D flat to C, D flat to C, to G flat, then to the 1 chord. Pretty cool. That's called the chord corner. And 251 chord licks, I got a whole bunch of those, and we've been doing those as we've been working through our stuff. Look at that. I'm using the same guitar there. Look at that. Son of a biscuit. What's going on there, Wes? Wow, we're like freaking out. Okay, so if anybody's got any questions about anything, please give us a jingle here. We got to have something to talk about. So Dave Diaz, how long have you been married, Dave? Because Dave and I went to high school together. We graduated right from Newbury Park together. Same class, right? Oh, yeah. Class of 69. There's a joke there, but I'm not going to say it. Okay. Children are present. It's the same. Yeah, that's right. I'm 69 years old, and I graduated in 69. So I have a fondness to that number. Okay. I got the DVDs of your chord licks years ago at the Orange County show from you, Rich. And do they still play? I sure hope so. Well, good for you. Can you open that door just a little bit? Get some air in here. And yeah, that's great. You know, it's funny now. We used to take DVDs and my books to guitar shows, and we could sell them, and would pay for our booth, and we'd make some money. I'd buy a couple guitars, sell a couple. We used to have fun. We used to go all over the country and do that. But then, you know, as the medium changes, and people really don't care if they have a CD or a DVD. They want a cassette now or an 8-track, and we're just not ready for that. But no, they've got it on MP3s and all that stuff. And I don't know. It's just, I'd like to start doing those again. I've always had fun. If you've ever been to a guitar show, please go to one. There's one coming up in Michigan for anybody living in Michigan. Kim, almost forgot to say hello. Thank you from BC. Thank you, Kim, for joining us. I just used the PDF and play them myself, and you always feature them on this show, so that works. Awesome, Brad. Okay, where are we at? Kane, do you have any jokes you want to tell or anything? No? What was I going to talk about? This is your 4th marriage. But my wife of 2+ years is truly a Venus del Mayo. Do you ever deal with hand cramps? How do you get the hand cramps? Is that with your wife or your guitar play? Well, anyway, no, I don't get hand cramps. I'll tell you one thing that's really good if you use Tiger Balm and DMSO. If you've got aches and pains and stuff, Tiger Balm, DMSO works really well. But your hands have to be super clean, because what DMSO is it pushes whatever your topical thing on there, pushes it into your system. I've had some CB oil stuff and used that. That worked pretty good too. Actually, it didn't work hardly at all until I used the DMSO, and that pushed it in. So Dave, 4th marriage, congratulations. I'm sure she's a wonderful woman, and good for you, Dave. Like I said, I always like to go to all of Dave's weddings. I think they're fun. I'm just kidding. You can shut that door, please. But anyway, thank you, Dave. Hello from peaceful Minneapolis. You know, I was born in Albert Lea, Minnesota. It's about 80 miles south of Minneapolis. It's a great place to be from. But you know who's from there? Eddie Cochran. Gonna raise a fuss, I'm gonna raise a holler. Try to work it all summer just to try to earn $1. Remember that one? Eddie Cochran. So fascinating, isn't it? My grandfather was a barber there, so I'm thinking, I wonder if he ever gave little Eddie a haircut, or Eddie's parents. Love the Blue Christmas CD. Was heavy rotation over the holidays. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Minneapolis, it's a cold place. Now, anyway. Nothing like a wedding gig. Yes, nothing like. Don't forget the Trashmen. That's right. The Trashmen was from the Minneapolis area. And the song, their big hit was Surfin' Bird, right? And I'm still trying to figure out the chords to that song. Oh boy, great tune. Go down in history. Thinking of blues, I think it sounds cool when I hear a solo that includes altered tones played against standard chords. Maybe share using the super Locrian mode. Okay, the super Locrian. Here I come. Save the day. Means the super Locrian is on his way. All right, what is that? Super Locrian mode in the key of A. It's B flat melodic minor. If I have a 1 chord going to a 4, did you hear those altered sounds? On the E7, I could use either an F melodic minor. It sounds a little bizarre there. I mean, if you're doing a real, like a blues song, you got to be careful. It just, half the time, a lot of those don't really sound good. You got to sneak them in. Once I'm on the 4 chord, sometimes I could go to here, and that's going to refer me back to the 1, so then I could play F melodic minor, which is the super Locrian mode. I'd like an order of super Locrian with extra wheat grass in it, you know. Okay, they sound best on the 4 chord. So on the 4 chord, you would play A melodic minor. You know, so anyway, there you have it. I was been working on this song. It's a catchy little song, but I never got it together. Now I'm swinging. I can't do it now. Nah, never mind. Never mind. All right, what am I doing? Let's do, how about Jimmy Rolfe learned that mode at the workshop. That's cool, Jim. That's where Jim ran over his guitar. And that's one of the most coolest things I wish we could have got it on camera because that was so cool. I mean, I got to hand it to you, Jim. You really took the cake. Everybody talked about it. They loved you for doing that. I was hoping you'd do it to your amp, too. Actually, I put that guitar there because he ended up buying the guitar for me. Okay. All right, let's play something. Here's what I was thinking of. No. Yeah, I didn't work that out, but I just wanted to show you that I could almost play that song.
What is that song?
That's the Leave It to Beaver theme. Yes. You know, Rich felt so bad that he gave me a killer deal on my Eastman. I did. Well, thank you, Jim. You know, you only go around once, don't you? And it's later than you think, everybody. Let's see, I was going to... Pat Evans, this Pat... what song did... Oh, yeah. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. I've lost control. Here's a song that I love. And... Okay, so anyway, that tune, It Had to Be You. You ever see that movie about Gus Kahn who wrote that tune? Interesting. I have a lesson on that, by the way. The Summer Wind by Sinatra. Oh, yeah. I don't know that song, but actually I played it a couple times, but I really embarrass myself if I tried to do it now. But that particular groove, I did a recording with some friends of mine, and it was a song I wrote, and I actually want to play that for you guys, not tonight though, sometime soon. And I said, this is the feel that I want. And I took them into the car and we played the Summer Wind, and that was the groove of the song. Join me. Okay. I don't know why I said that. Okay, where are we at here? Jeff, It Had to Be You. Yes. Okay. Hi from Chiang Mai. Hi, Robert. Thank you for joining us. Okay, I love the melodic fingerstyle. Dave Diaz, Beatles, Michelle, and I get a fever, West Way, many thanks. Okay. Jermolf changed out the electronics and put in taller frets. Now this guitar that I will come to grow old with. An AR-803. Okay, that's good. I don't know. I thought the Eastman had pretty good frets in it anyways. Any overuse in injuries? Yes, I've had overuse injuries. But it turns out it was in my neck, and I have a whole thing on, it's called my carpal tunnel syndrome. If you type Rich Severson in, and you'll get a whole thing on that. Okay, so I want to mention this while we're in the middle of this, that I think we're going, well, I don't think, I know we're going to discontinue the Sunday night chats because we're going to move it to Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock. She is far away, waiting to keep the appointment she made. And the reason is daylight savings is coming up. Sundays, people are leaving and going, including myself on the weekends and stuff. And we decided let's do a Monday morning. And
Wednesday.
so, excuse me, Wednesday. Thank you, Wes. Wednesday morning. Anyway, we're going to do it on Wednesday morning. So please, I hope you can join us. I think it'll be really cool just to get up in the morning. And we probably won't be drinking wine that early in the morning. If you want to, go ahead. But I think I'll be having coffee then. You really shouldn't drink and try to play guitar.
Yeah, it's just coffee instead of wine.
It's coffee instead of wine. 9 o'clock, no one gets up that early. Come on, Steve. Let's see. St. Patrick's Day sounds good to me. Is that St. Patrick's Day, Wednesday? Okay, so wait a minute. Ramsey, 9 a.m. California time is midnight there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It is?
Wednesday is St. Patrick's Day. Next Monday.
This coming Wednesday is St. Patrick's Day, the 10th or whatever?
No, the 17th.
Oh, the 17th. Are we gonna start on the 10th or the 17th, Wes? 10th. We'll be here on the 10th. So please be there.
And it could change week to week too. So
It could possibly change week to week. So please get on the list so you get a notification, please. Subscribe to the channel. I'm with Steve. When was working, I'll get up at 5 a.m. When I was working, I get up at 5 a.m. Okay, well, I think one of the best things to get up, play, go back to sleep. So you can get up, we can do some stuff, have some fun, and you can go back to sleep. That's noon Eastern time, which works for you. Isn't that perfect? Ralphie Valadares. Ralph Stanfield, been working on Blue Bossa. Awesome. Okay, let's do something. Let's do a tune here, a lick. By the way, I have Wes, can you show this guitar here? Well, yeah, show this guitar if you could. Or I could get it out and play it. Let me get it.
okay, you get it.
I'll get it. Hold on. I have this guitar I just got, and you got to see the flame on this thing. It's crazy. It's a Eastman 575. And I did some things to it. It came with some really sharp fret ends, and so we fixed that. The back pickup didn't work. Don't you love it? You never know what you're going to get. Back pickup didn't work, so it was just a cold solder joint. And so we fixed that. And I raised the pickup rings on this. Whoops. Jeez. And anyway, isn't that flame cool? What a trip. And anyway, it's a beautiful guitar, and it's a 2002, and it's up for grabs. Isn't that a trip? So we're going to, anybody who wants this, give me a buzz. Notice how well I fixed it. Now, when you listen to it, it doesn't have as much bass as the as my Golden Eagle. So I'm going to turn the bass knob up 2 little things. Let's do a song. How about? Okay, so anyway, here's that rainy day. I don't know. That guitar, it's, you know, this is 24 3/4 inch length. And so chords like this are a little easier to play. Ah, jeez. Kind of easier than the other guitar. Anyway, 575 solid top, solid woods all around, a real nice guitar. One of the things about this one has the shallower pickups, which I like. I did a comparison, and you might look at it between the shallower pickups and the, the shallower pickups and the Seth Lover, the new ones. And the Seth Lover sound way different, but the shallers, man, have just got just that mellow sound. It's beautiful. Anyway, here's was that rainy day? What was I going to say about that? That arrangement, Jim Rolfe, or if you're still there, was by Chips Hoover. Do you remember Chips? He taught with Ted Green and Bill Euchre, Ernie Ball guitar. And so Chips, real nice guy, really musical guitar player. I don't know how yet. Last time I saw him was at Ted Green's funeral, and it was so nice to see him because I hadn't seen him in a lifetime. And so anyway, that was his arrangement. I don't know how I ended up with it. I think I stole it out of the file cabinet there at Ernie Ball Guitars. Yes, he hung out with Bill Euchre and Mike Maynard. So, Wes, why don't we take just a short little break? We're going to take a little break, and I want to play for you a song. We'll see if it works. And I want to play for you a song that... Well, Ta-da! Well, I hope that worked. So you guys, that's a tune called Caliente, and it's kind of a fun little tune, isn't it? I was really surprised when I moved to Fresno how good the musicians were there. You know, when I was in Los Angeles, you get into crowds, you work in circles, and start playing with the same people over and over and over again and stuff. And when I moved to Fresno, I was like, holy crap, I can't believe some of these players. Oh, geez, where am I? What are you guys doing in Fresno? So it was kind of a trip. And they took me in because I needed money. And just kidding. I needed a hot meal. Okay, so anyway, we had a wonderful time, and I made beautiful friendships there, and still do, of course. I'm only 2 hours away from Fresno, right? 2 hours? Yeah, 3?
Depends on who's driving.
Depends on who's driving. Okay. Can you say hi to Roy for me? Yes. Okay. Never worked audio-wise. Okay, well, whatever. Here we are in a room full of strangers, standing in the dark. You know that song? Da 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 da. I want to fool. All right, you guys. Hot fun tune. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, that's a great group, isn't it? Love that group. Okay, tell you what. Let's do our technique talk, shall we? Technique talk. And, technique should be studied every day. You want to always work on your technique. There's never a point when you're not working on your technique. So it's really important. If you read about, there's a story about Benny Goodman, who I think at the age of, 50 or 60, decided he was playing the clarinet wrong and changed his technique. And, that I've changed my technique many times. And it's always been an improvement. So, but here's an exercise that I want you to think about. Let's do in the key of G, it's just a scale exercise. And it's called groups of 4. So we're going to go 4 tones within the scale. There it is, 4 tones in the scale. Now I'm going to start at the second note and do 4 tones higher. All right, so yeah. Now I'm starting on the third tone and going 4 tones. So now I have. And I have a lesson on this, by the way. And now starting on the 4th tone, the 5th tone of the scale, 6th tone, 7th, 8th, 9th, and we're done. Did I do that right? Maybe I didn't do that right. All right, so anyway, let me do it again. Okay, so that's groups of 4 going up in scale-wise motion. Now let's do it descending motion. So those are groups of 4. You see, when when you work with a scale, you don't want to just play the scale up and down, up and down. You want to work on playing it, doing things within the scale. Now, what we could do is this. There's the lesson on it. Is you keep it one. Whoops. Then we're going to go one lower. All right, so groups of 4. Now, let's see, there's a comment here. Okay, well, never mind. All right, so I thought I saw a comment about that. Now, groups of 4, that's a basic piano study, flute study, violin. Everybody plays groups of 4. All right, now, groups of 4, you could do it differently. And we're just talking about scale-wise. I want you to look at this and think about this for a second. A group of 4, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I start on the 5th tone and do another 4. Holy crap, there's a major scale. Right? So a group of 4. Now we did every scale tone. We did a sequence of 4 tones there, scale wise. Second tone, third tone, fourth tone within a major scale. Now let's do every other tone. In other words, we'll do, and now we'll do it here. And then we'll do it here. And then here. Then on A. Then on C. And then on E. So now I have. Nope. Now descending, my target notes are going to be. So. I think I messed up there. Something like that. You get the idea? Groups of 4. Now, how do you use that? I mean, it's basic muscle development. Kane here, my grandson Kane is a football player. So do you lift weights?
Yes.
And why? Why do you lift weights?
To get stronger.
To get stronger. Do you lift weights when you play football?
Yeah.
When you play?
Oh, no.
When you're out on the field, do you lift weights?
No.
No. Okay. There's the idea. Okay. You do this to be strong and develop your dexterity. Now, can you use it? Of course you can. All right, so you get the idea. You can use it. You can use it all over the place. Now let's try something different. Let's go up on one group of four. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go up to the fifth, basically, and come down 4. And then go up, and then come down. It looks like this. Now, so we had and then back down. I'm going to go to the next lower note. Back up. Okay, so you can do all sorts of things with just groups of 4 tones. It's crazy. So what you want to do is, now that's just with a major scale. Now you want to apply it to the super Locrian mode and the Dorian mode, okay, and the harmonic minor and the whole tone scale and the diminished scale, okay? The major scale is just the start of it. Bill Court, I'm sorry, I forgot to say hello to you. Did you leave? I saw your name and I wanted to say hello and I forgot. Okay, what is your favorite arpeggio to practice? Minor, major 7. Minor, major 7 with the 9. Root, flat 3, 5, major 7, 9. All the shapes, right? Get it? Isn't that a cool sound? Okay. We had a request for Satin Doll. Oh, thank you. Bill Court is still here. Thank you, Bill, for hanging out with us. Let's do Satin Doll, something easy, cool, something easy to play. Hold it, I have to increase the... Okay, let me start over. Hold on. Hey, check this. Groups of 3. Okay, so anyway, there it is, Satin Doll. Satin Doll is one of those tunes that, you know, gets kind of a bad rap because it's been played so much and so many bad renditions at wedding bands playing it. And it's kind of like, you know, it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But it's a great, great tune. Count Basie, I mean, come on, really? I think it's Count Basie, yeah. So what? The tip jar is not working. Well,
The link at the bottom of the page in the description works fine.
oh, it does. The link in the bottom of the page works fine in the description. Okay, just relaying that on. Played bad. Yes, yes, Jim Rolfe. Rob Conniff. Yes, you are right about that. But, you know, I love the song. And it's funny, I remember reading a Joe Pass article, and he was saying, man, I get all these requests all the time for Satin Doll. It's like, geez, you know, what's the deal with that? So even he was saying, you know, good grief. But anyway, I love this song, and it's just a cool song. Skip-a-rooney. I love Count Basie. You know, you guys listen to much Count Basie with Joe Williams, smack dab in the middle, those kind of songs. Oh, I can't, you know, off the top of my head, I've lost my train of thought. Wonderful, wonderful music. It's like I have a friend, Don Elfunti. He says, man, I just want to play with Count Basie at the Sands. That's what I want to do. Well, that ain't going to happen, Don. Jeez. Oh, Duke Ellington. Thank you, Brad. It's one or the other. Well, you guys, let's see. Let's play another tune. Unless anybody got any questions about anything. Super Locrian, who thought of that? Just wondering why guys can't simply say, play a melodic minor from the 7th degree. I don't know. Jim, you gotta label things. Everything must have a label, okay? Beginning to see the light. I have an album, and it's with a girl named Lisa Ko, and Got to wonder. I played it about a couple months ago. It was in an old CD player of mine. Gosh, I thought. Testing. I thought, gosh, that sounds kind of good. Lisa Ko, Lisa's Big Night Out, and we do that song. Okay, guys, I'm going to play a song. I hope I can play it because it's up tempo and I'm getting, let's see, where to go? Recent. Where? Oh, here it is. You know the song A Night Has a Thousand Eyes? Not the Bobby V song. Yeah, Freddie Green. And we'll have to do something. You know, I was talking to John Pisano once, and he was saying, you know, I think Freddie sometimes. I don't know. He just played one note. You know, his action was really high. He had real high action. That's why he didn't play many solos. You can't solo with action so high. How long does it take to get good? Well, I don't know. I'm still working on it. I think a successful day is a day that you make the next day better. In other words, for you or somebody else, a successful day is a day that makes the next day coming up better for you or somebody else. In other words, when I do a lesson, I think, you know, that's a successful day. I've passed something on. And I'm happy. A successful day is when we go out for a drive or spend some time with the family. It's just a better day. So successful day is when I sit down and practice. And I think tomorrow I'm going to be better because I did this today. So think about doing that. It's fun to think about it that way. A successful life is a succession of successful days and successful weeks and successful months and successful years. So successful day is one better than the last. That's right. So try to do that. And don't be down on yourself. That's the worst thing in the world. Now, there are guys that need to be down on yourself. And when you brought up Rod Conniff, had somebody who didn't practice, but he wanted to entertain. And he did quite well, successfully. And there's a special thing for that. But practice, and then make the next day good. Okay, jazz guitar study is a lifelong endeavor. Yes. It's like chess. You can't master it, just enjoy it. That's true. But you know what's fun about guitar is you reach a level and you can coast for a long time at that level. And then you get to the next level and you can kind of coast and explore that level. Then it takes, but with every step is harder and harder and harder. It's because you want to be where you aren't. And for you to move ahead, it takes a lot of work. So, I don't know. Anyway, here's the song, A Night Has a Thousand Eyes. It's a cool tune. And I did it recently shit. Whoops. Did I say shit? Oh, hell. I said shit. Whoops. No, hell. It's a song that I did with Charlie Shoemate as a duo. And I'll tell you what, at an up-tempo duo, it leaves a lot to its stuff. Here we go. Hold on, guys. Anyway, there it is. Night is 1,000 eyes, and there's the lesson to it. That's much faster than I teach it, but there's Freddie Hubbard's got a great version of that. I mean, that was a feature that Charlie Shoemate used to do with George Shearing. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for joining me on Sundays. This has really been a blast, and please, if you can find time to join me on Wednesday, please come. What are you laughing at, man? Wednesday.
I'll give you 2 guesses, but you'll probably only need 1.
Okay. On Wednesday, please come on in and we'll get together and we'll have some coffee. And by the way, I got a new coffee machine. You're not going to believe it, man. It's a Nespresso coffee machine. It's unreal. I got to show it to you. It's holy crap. It's just like the commercial says. It's out of this world. So anyway, thank you again. Wes, thank you. And Gail, thank you for posting all that good stuff. And there's Wesley. And thank you, you guys, for posting, for adding to the tip jar. And if you don't get your coupon for some reason, give us an email. If you want one of these amps, let me know. I've got one in stock. I just ordered one for Brad. And Brad, what I did is I ordered 2 of them. So they'll drop ship that to you, I hope. And then they'll give one to me. You have to order 2 to have them drop ship. So whatever. You know, I'm not a jukebox, for crying out loud. Y'all come back. We'll see you later. Bye for now.